All right, let's take a look outside at Chattanooga on a very warm Tuesday afternoon. You're looking at AT&T Field from the DoubleTree Hotel. David, a nice day today, another warm one. What's ahead for us the next couple days?
Well, we're looking at really more of the same. Temperatures right now flirting with a 90-degree mark, but really with the clouds and an easterly breeze, it's not quite as bad as it was yesterday. So just a little break because later in the week, those mid to upper 90s start coming back. So 91 doesn't sound too bad. At east-southeasterly breeze right now at 9. Dew point still low in the low 60s, so the humidity not nearly as bad as it could be. Temperatures this morning for a few down into the upper 60s. Most everybody else in the 70s. About the same again tomorrow. Maybe a few more upper 60s thanks to that breeze coming in from the east. So temperatures in the valley right around 90, but still surrounded by many areas that have stayed in the 80s. Murphy, not too bad at 83. Look at Crossville at 82 right now. And if you compare that to the rest of the country, it's hot across the East Coast. This is where the center of the heat's going to be for the next several days. But out west, as is usually the case, when the east is hot, the west is cooler. And that's the case right now. If you remember about 2 weeks ago, the west was hot. We were cooler, and that's the way it goes. These big ridges develop. It's offset by a big trough that cools things off. So again, not all across the nation feeling the heat, but a large part of it. As far as the radar view right now, not much of the way to cool us off as far as any showers. Most have been north, right along I-40 and farther north today, and then farther back to the west. We're getting a lot of clouds coming in, but the clouds are not producing any rain. They're just high and mid-level clouds. Most of the rain is farther back to the west and then farther back to the southwest. That big heat dome building in east and southeast is going to stay hot and dry. All the rain being redirected farther back to the west of us. And then farther south is still that potential tropical cyclone, PTC #1, right now moving farther north just a bit across the southern part of the Gulf of Mexico. Again, the center of that could still become Tropical Storm Alberto, but it's kind of running out of time. It should make landfall sometime later tomorrow into early Thursday, right along the northeastern coast of Mexico. But that's not going to be limited to where the impacts occur. Look at all the moisture being pulled in from the Caribbean into Texas. It's going to be a major rain producer. Rainfall amounts of 5 to 10 inches, some maximum amounts up to 15 for central and southern coastal areas of Texas down into Mexico. So major flooding issue here, but none of that rain moving our way to provide any relief. In fact, our rain chances are very slim. So tomorrow morning, a few spots, upper 60s again. A lot of clouds, sunshine mixed in. That breeze still coming in from the east and southeast, so many will stay in the 80s, right around 90. But if skies clear by the time we get to, say, Thursday and Friday, the morning temperature is not bad, but afternoon temperatures go back to the low and mid-90s and then surging back to the mid-90s on Friday and into the weekend, where a few spots may go as high as the upper 90s over the weekend. So again, like today, tomorrow's going to have clouds around, but not much in the way of rain. Highs right around 90, still awfully sticky and steamy out there. 7-day forecast shows highs approaching the mid to upper 90s as the summer officially starts Thursday afternoon. And that first weekend of summer is a hot one. Mid-90s, a few maybe pop-up showers late Sunday. Slightly better chance for a few heat-relieving afternoon storms Monday and Tuesday.
All right, David, thanks so much.